This is my professional development video over the PTA project. And there was a couple of things that I learned out of this project that I didn't know before. One of those being the compact and all the states involved. It was really interesting to find out all the info about that and how we can universally work with different states even though you didn't get your license in a certain one. I thought that was really cool to learn about. And then another thing was the amount of CEUs that are required for state to state, what the differences were in between them. And another thing that I learned was how many schools Ohio has for physical therapy. I was very surprised to find out how many schools Ohio actually has. It was kind of surprising, and I could see why the market could be saturated with them here in Ohio. And another thing I learned about was how many positions are available in the Board of Physical Therapy for each state. I was surprised that there was that many positions available in each state. And then another thing that was interesting that I didn't know before was a type of medical professionals that could prescribe physical therapy. That was also very interesting. I mean, you kind of have a general idea on who could do it, but it was nice to really dive deep into it and see who could do that. And I didn't really reduce any of my biases going into this project because I kind of figured in the states where the cost of living is much higher, that the renewal fee for each license would be much higher. I knew that was going to kind of be the case going in. And then another thing that didn't really change my bias was I figured physical therapists would have to have higher continuing education hours. And after doing the research, that's what I concluded too, was that the PTs had higher CEUs. The feedback I got from the instructor was a good presentation, which was kind of relieving. I was glad to get that feedback, only because there was one point in time where I did trip up on my words, and my classmates have yet to let me forget that I did that. So I'm sure that's going to be following me for a while. My thoughts on the assignment were it was pretty good overall to do because it really got you out of your comfort zone to work with others. Finding the information at times was very easy depending on what you were looking for and what state you had. The times where it was bad on finding information, that was pretty much the only time I had a rough time with this project. All in all, it was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I liked how the groups were randomized. We didn't get to pick people that we were already comfortable with. So it was good to get to know other people and build new relationships. And then the steps I would take to improve on it next time would be definitely rehearse the presentation a lot more before I start. That way I don't have trip ups, and that would be really great to have. And this can carry over to my professional career because when I'm talking to a patient or just say another PT, you might get nervous or have a lot of anxiety, which you would get presenting something to a class. And just being able to get over that anxiety of working with the patient and talking to them. Like even doing this video, you kind of get nervous doing it because you don't know how to do it or what to do. So it just basically was a little exposure therapy, and I think that was very good. And that'll help me later on in my career. Thank you and have a nice day.